Hi, this is Rohn Goldstein with HomeWise Realty Metro Brokers, giving you your Denver housing report for the second quarter of 2013. Today we'll be talking about a broad spectrum of economic factors that influence housing in Metro Denver, including housing prices, interest rates, foreclosures, and I'll be covering the forecast for the next quarter. In 2013, in Colorado and in Metro Denver, the unemployment rate has been slowly decreasing, meaning that more and more people are employed and there's a better feeling for purchasing homes. The National Association of Realtors numbers indicate that there's a small increase in the Housing Affordability Index. That means that it costs more to purchase a house today than it did a year ago. And it's likely that that trend is going to be happening over the next year. Let's take a look at why. First of all, vacancy rates keep dropping. That means that there's fewer and fewer apartments and homes to rent, and the average person is going to be forced into a position of having to buy if this trend continues. We are seeing more apartments being built, but it'll take years until those are completed out and until that balances out with the marketplace. What we are seeing is a monthly increase in house prices, and over the past year, a significant increase in house prices. The current housing statistics show that house prices in Metro Denver are about at their all-time high. As a matter of fact, for the month of June, all by itself, there was a 3.24% increase in house prices. This number looks like it's going to be increasing, not decreasing. As many of you have heard on local news programs, the amount of inventory of houses is against population numbers at an all-time low, and there's a drop of inventory of over 40% from this time last year. As you can see, interest rates remain very low. They are, however, not at the historic lows that we had seen last quarter of 3.5%. As a matter of fact, most buyers are telling me that the interest rates are at 4.5%. I see a flattening of those interest rates over the rest of this year, but watch out for next year. One of the questions that I'm being asked a lot is, are new home builders starting to build homes again? And is that going to fill in the gaps on the inventory? Well, the answer is yes, they are building more, but nowhere near traditional levels. Great news. Foreclosures have dropped from those historical highs that we've had the past 4 or 5 years and have come back down into normal range. I think that one of the most important indicators of what's going to happen the next quarter is the absorption rates. What that does is it takes the number of listings and it divides it by the number of closed. Whenever you see a down arrow, that indicates the absorption rate is dropping, and that means that prices are probably going up in the next quarter. And what we see is 3 quarters in a row again of absorption rates dropping. Okay, so based on the statistics that we've just seen, here's my forecast for the third quarter of 2013. Unemployment rates are likely to remain stable. I don't see us having a huge drop in unemployment rates or a large employer coming to town that's going to change the dynamic of all of that. We're going to see vacancy rates stable. So we're not going to see a lot of new properties enter the market, nor are we going to see more vacancies than we had previously. We're going to see some new home sales and some new home growth, but not huge. Building permits are way out there, and we're not likely to see that until 2014, that there's going to be a big growth. I predict that interest rates are going to be flat for the rest of 2014, maybe even a little tiny drop, because interest rates are predicated on supply and demand, and the demand for housing is going to go down a little bit as it traditionally does in the autumn months. But 2014, I think that the Federal Reserve is going to stop artificially holding back interest rates, and we're going to see an increase to 5.5% to 6% rates starting to show up. Last comes home prices. Well, Here's the great news. I think home prices are going to continue to skyrocket up. The only thing that's holding them from going even higher are appraisals, and we're starting to see some failures of appraisals. So this is the market for Metro Denver. So when people say, what should I be doing? Well, the answer is pretty clear. Interest rates are still awesome. House prices are still awesome. Both of those are going to be going up in 2014. Should you buy a house now? Absolutely. Get out of the rental market. Get great prices. Get great interest rates. Get into a house. Well, thanks for watching my economic forecast for the second quarter of 2014. My name is Rohn Goldstein, and if you like this video and you want to see what the third quarter looks like, please click on my channel and join. Thanks a lot.